The phone rattled on the nightstand, its vibration tearing through the silence of our shadowed bedroom like a knife. I glanced at the glowing screen. Her name lit up in bold white. Claire. My thumb hesitated above it, shaking, as the clock blinked back 2:47 a.m. She still hadn't come home. The air was thick, sour with a mix of sweat and the bourbon I'd been nursing to numb myself. I let the call die unanswered. Instead, I dragged myself to the front door, feet bare against the icy hardwood, and twisted the deadbolt with sharp, deliberate click. She wasn't coming in tonight. Not after what I'd seen. Her laughter still rang in my ears, his hand brushing her wrist, her head thrown back in a way I hadn't witnessed in years. Once, our home had been filled with shared dreams. Now it was a tomb. The living room lay cloaked in shadows, the couch sagging under the weight of every argument left unsaid. I sank into it, phone in hand, replaying that moment. The bar had been dim, glasses clinking, voices blending into a low hum. But Claire's laugh cut through it all. She was at a corner table with him. Some co-worker, jaw sharp, charm effortless. I'd only gone there to drop off her scarf, the one she'd forgotten in the car. I never expected to see her leaning toward him, fingertips grazing his sleeve, smiling too freely, too carelessly. I froze in the doorway, unseen, my heart pounding so violently I thought it might give me away. I left before she noticed me, the scarf hanging uselessly from my arm, heavy as a noose. Now, in the dark, I tried to excuse it. Maybe it was innocent, just work, just drinks. But that laugh, unguarded, the kind she once saved for me, gnawed at my gut. My phone buzzed again. Another call. Claire. I let it vibrate out. Every pulse of quiet accusation. The bourbon bottle glowed amber in the moonlight from the coffee table. I poured more, the burn sliding down my throat, but it couldn't drown the questions. Why was she still out? Why him? And why did it feel like my world was unraveling with each call I refused to take? The signs had been there months ago, subtle enough to dismiss. Nights working late. Her tone clipped whenever I asked. It's just work, Tom, she'd said, eyes darting away. I believed her because I needed to, because the truth was too heavy to bear. Then came the texts, her phone lighting up at odd hours, her fingers swiping fast to hide them. Just a group chat, she'd mutter, her smile tight, forced. I told myself it was stress, that I was paranoid. But tonight, watching her with him, the puzzle pieces finally clicked. I paced the room, floorboards groaning beneath me. The walls glared back with photographs. Our wedding, her in white, me grinning like I'd won the world. Camping trips, marshmallows burnt, laughter until dawn. Now each frame mocked me. A museum of lies I thought were ours. Rage and grief tightened in my chest. I want to call her back, demand answers, scream. But what if she lied? Worse, what if she didn't? The phone rang a third time. This time, I picked up, my voice gravel. Were you? Tom. Her voice was soft, slurred, tinged with something panic, guilt. I'm outside. I forgot my key. Can you let me in? I gripped the phone, knuckles pale. Outside. She was here. My eyes flicked to the locked deadbolt. You're drunk. My voice wasn't a question. A beat of silence. Then a forced laugh. Maybe a little. It was a long night. Work stuff, you know? Work stuff. The phrase struck like a slap. The image of her leaning into him flashed again. Who were you with Claire? Another pause, longer. The wind rattled the windows. Just co-workers. Why are you asking like that? I swallowed hard, my throat desert dry despite the liquor. I saw you, at the bar, with him. Silence stretched until I thought the call had dropped. Then a shaky breath. Tom, it's not what you think. Please, just open the door. My legs carried me to the window. I parted the curtain and peered outside. There she was, under the streetlight, her hair tousled, coat hanging open. Phone pressed her ear. She looked small, fragile, but all I could see was her smile for him, her touch. My hand hovered over the lock. I didn't move. Tom. Her voice cracked. I'm freezing. Let me in. Why were you with him? My tone low, steady, though my heart pounded. Why did you look at him like that? Like what? Her voice snapped, defensive. You're being ridiculous. It was just drinks. You're blowing this way out of proportion. Am I? I leaned my forehead to the glass, breath fogging. You haven't laughed like that with me in years. She was silent, her breathing sharp, uneven. Finally, softer, Tom, I'm tired. I just want to come in and talk. But I stayed frozen, weighted down by her words and her silences. Who is he? My voice cracked. Nobody, she blurted too quickly. Just a co-worker. Tom, you're scaring me. Please open the door. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But her hand on his arm burned in my memory, and every excuse she'd ever given echoed like poison. I slid the lock free, but didn't open the door. Tell me the truth, or you stay out there. Tom, don't. Please. I love you. You know that. Do I? The word spilled, sharp and bitter. I cracked the door, just enough to see her face. Her mascara streaked, eyes wide and glistening. She looked like the woman I married, and a stranger at the same time. Then why him? Why did you look happier with him than with me? She stepped forward, reaching for the door, but I held firm. It's not like that, she whispered, voice trembling. He's just easy to talk to. He listens. I didn't mean for it to look like anything. Didn't mean for what? My voice snapped. My grip tightened on the door. What's going on, Claire? Tell me. Her gaze dropped. Her hands twisted together. The streetlight carved shadows across her face, lines of guilt, of worry. Nothing's going on, she murmured, weak, unconvincing. I swear. Then why can't you look at me? I stepped back, let the door swing open, but didn't move aside. The night air rushed in, bitter and cold. What are you hiding from me? Her eyes met mine. For a flicker, I saw it. Fear, shame, something darker. I kissed him. Her voice was so faint I almost missed it. It was a mistake. It meant nothing. The world tilted. My lungs seized, breath jagged, glass sharp. A mistake. I echoed the word like ash. You kissed him. I was drunk, she pleaded, stepping closer, hands reaching out. It was stupid. I'm sorry, Tom. I love you. It won't happen again. I staggered back, vision swimming. The walls spun, our photographs dissolving into a blur of memories. Her apologies rang hollow, meaningless. I saw her laughter, her touch, now her lips on his. My knees buckled. I clutched the doorframe. Get out, I whispered. Tom, please. Get out. The roar ripped from me, raw, savage. She flinched, face crumpling, but I didn't care. The betrayal had taken form, tearing at me, alive. I slammed the door. The sound echoed like a gunshot. I locked it again. Her sobs seeped through the wood, muffled but sharp. Tom, I'm sorry. Please. I love you. Let's talk. I slid down against the door, head buried in my hands. The bourbon bottle glimmered in the moonlight, untouched. I didn't need it. The pain itself was fire, scorching away everything I thought we had. The phone buzzed again, her name flashing. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Not yet. Outside, her footsteps faded. Then the car engine started, a final, shattering note. I sat in the dark, haunted by the ghost of what we were, wondering when exactly the threads of us had first begun to unravel.